તમને કોહોસ્ટ બનાવવાના છે?
કોને મને?
હા,
મારે જરૂર નથી. નહીં, હું એક અત્યારે 5 મિનિટ લઈશ અને પછી સાંજે છે મારે.
તમે સાંજે છે?
હા, અત્યારે મારે માત્ર પ્રાર્થના અને ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન, વેલકમ ને ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન કરવાનું છે વેબસાઇટ નું.
ઓકે.
અને જે છેલ્લી સેશન છે ને
હમ
એમાં છું, એટલે ત્યારે કરશો તો ચાલશે.
Okay. Thousands or lakhs of years to come into existence. To mitigate the native effect, there are many programs and meetings being chaired by global leaders and scientific community. One of them I want to share here is about our beloved Prime Minister, who gave his thought to world at Global Climate Change Summit as Life a Global Mission, and following which for existence of life with better health and happiness, and as a part of mission, 3 days pre-vibrant summit was organized, keeping natural farming as theme with a broad view of limiting uses of inorganic inputs and human-friendly resources, thereby conserving the nature, environment, water, reclamation of soil from barren to live. These visionary steps will ultimately help to human health and life by depleting detrimental hazards caused by chemical fertilizers and pesticide residues, the burden of high-cost chemical inputs that are imported, and finally yield in the input cost to the farmers and we people who are eating chemically grown agro produce. Excessive use of chemicals is common. For example, the consumption of ratio of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium is 6.7:2.4:1, as against the desirable ratio of 4.2:1, which declines the productivity of crops and ultimately disturbs the socio-economic situation of farmers. In modern agriculture practices, soil potentials is extensively utilized by intensive agricultural operations, declining soil fertility as well as microflora and fauna due to application of heavy doses of fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides, and salt-affected contaminated water, along with cause decreasing water percolations and holding capacity of soil, with loss in productivity and quality of produce. The thing is how natural farming can mitigate the climate change, human health issues, and nature itself. By adopting natural farming and ancient agriculture practices, small farm holdings, which sum to about 86% of total agricultural land, can be saved, which is supposed to go on non-agriculture due to high agro input cost and low output income because of traces of chemical residues. Solid organic fertilizers like urea is causing air and soil pollution, leading to subsoil causing clogging of soil pores and stops water filtration. This will enhance the runoff and erosion as well as decrease natural water recharging. Natural farming does not have any inorganic fertilizers and hence not produce any pollution hazard. Agro produce grown by natural farming will not have any chemical residues, because of which incurable diseases like cancer and other allergies are in abundance since last few decades. Such produce fetches high income by exporting to other countries. Since Bhumi will be safe, Vayu will be better, and Ahar will be healthy. Overall nature will be safe, and the global life mission can be attained, where India will be the global leader. Anti-natural things can never survive. And that is why sustainability can be a reality only in natural flow is adopted. We can say here that natural farming is the way to attain agriculture sustainability. Each year, soil erosion destroyed 10 million hectares of the cropland. 40% of this loss is due to tillage erosion. Genetic erosion, which is partly a result of intensive agriculture production system that use fewer and more genetically uniform crop varieties, has created a situation where genetic vulnerability threatens agricultural production in many of the countries. Seeds do also play an important role to maintain and enrich nutrients in soil. Also, the soil and native seeds relation immensely depends upon each other. Say, if the non-native seed is planted at any place, neither the soil at the place carries the required soil microclimate and microculture, nor the seed itself occupies that potent to grow the same at its own. Along with integrated farming and sustainable agriculture system, prominence should now be given to climate resilient smart agriculture system to protect native seeds and thereby mother soil. The world is wondering the challenges and sustainable solutions in agriculture and life. Our country is a vital conjunction of ancient knowledge, that is Veda, Shastra or Purans, and hardworking young minds. World expect from India to lead and resolve the issues, whether it may be pandemic, technological advancements, or advanced skills. It is therefore our responsibility to keep our heads up. Friends, we are the scientists who directly manage the living organisms. Whatever we innovate straightway reaches to farm and stomach. It is our prime duty to maintain the purity, surety, and feasibility for our mother soil. Agriculture and civilization. This is the great service to country without standing at borders as we stand for hours long days in laboratories and fields. There existed farming system in ancient era where agriculture was adopted along with animal husbandry and mechanization with handy farm tools. Today, we call it an integrating farming system. For sustainability, along with independence for farming, we must emphasize on integrated approach with natural farming as a center of all. Integrated farming is an improved version of mixed cropping, which tries to intimate nature's principles, where not only crop, but varied types of the plants, trees, animals, birds, fish, and other aquatic flora and fauna are utilized for production. Crop rotations, mulching, biomass utilization, conversion of inputs and resources are many of the approaches adopted in integrated farming system. It is a right time to adopt integrated farming model with sustainable natural farming and jointly can be termed as sustainable integrated natural farming system. Being natural, the inputs, let it be seed, fertilizer, energy, small hand tools, are the green milch animals are the important parts of integrated farming system. And the etc. generated is raw material for natural farming. We need to educate the farmers to develop basic skill on effective utilization of this integrated natural farming system. As a multi-cropping and crop sequencing, rainwater harvesting, space utilization by sense, cropping, time management, harvesting and post-harvest management, value addition, and transportation to making facilities centers are the important phases. I am hopeful that for each of these important aspects in agriculture, numerous experts will deliberate in detail. I would like to call you all for noble cause to make our sustainable efforts in research and innovation such that can save the nature, reduce the input cost and environmental hazards, and prevent incurable disease which are the result of unethical practices. If we happy